Hello everyone, welcome to Games with Frank, and today we'll be addressing one of the requests from you guys, and it was about how to create switch weapon and how to create pickup weapon. So I got the rigid body first person controller, which comes with a characters package of the standard assets with Unity, and I have a pistol and shotgun made of cubes. So that's pretty much it. So I'll just go to the rigid body first person controller and we'll start scripting some things. Actually, I added a rigid body to both of these guns, and those are being used for picking them up. So basically that is the basic overview, and both of them are tagged as gun so that we can recognize that the player should pick up guns when we press a button. So in the first FSM, I'll just call this pick up, and well, in the first state I'll just do a raycast, and in the raycast it would send a raycast from the main camera in the positive z-axis. That means forward, and it would store it in an object variable, and it would do a tag compare of the object and sees whether it is a gun, and if it is a gun, then it would say can pick up, and that would go to the second state, and we'll be copying these states here and doing a finish statement to the false event. So that's pretty much neat till now. So we'll just do a get key down here, and that would allow us to pick weapon. So pick weapon would be, and this would be the first gun. I'll be addressing a procedure to, you know, for only two guns. You can use the same procedure for multiple guns in your game. So pick weapon, that would pick the first weapon up, and that is basically setting the parent of the gun to the gun placeholder that I created within the FPS controller. So it would reset the position, and it would destroy the rigid body component because we don't want that to fall right away. So and when we are having the first gun, we can pick up another weapon. So okay, let's just test this out until the state whether it will work. So basically I'll just hit play and the guns fall down. I look at the pistol and the shotgun. I'll pick the shotgun up by pressing E, and there you go. We committed a crime right here. Use owner instead of the object. So now it should work fine. It would be static, sticking to the camera and working perfectly fine. So first gun equipped. So after the first gun is equipped, we can either throw the gun or we can equip another gun. So get key down, Yeah, I guess. Or it would happen in other, let's call this transition, where we have to kind of judge. So this will be key down, and I'll use a G key for throwing, and actually I'll just, yeah, okay, we stored that in a variable called object, so that will be my first gun. So if I wanted to throw that, I'll just add component to the object, and it's going to be a widget body, and I'll add some force to make it look weird, something like that. Self, and that's going to be the object, and that will go back to the first state most possibly. And also we should take out the parent of the object, because we don't want the object to have a parent anymore, and that would go back to the first state. So if I hit play, and if I pick one of these weapons and throw them, there we go. I can do the same with this, except I should not throw them away from the platform. That would be dangerous. Oh, it's hard. Yeah. G to throw, and there we go. So that's basically it. So if I had a raycast here, and this is going to be my object 2, and this will pretty much have the same thing. If it is a gun, it can pick up, and this would have the same things down here, and object 2 instead of object. Would go back to the transition. Yeah, and if I press E, then it'll pick that weapon up, and this would be my this would be my second gun. Can pick up. Yeah, if I look away from that, it would go back, and then I can throw, and then if I pick that up, object 2 destroy component widget body, and also activate game object, which is object. Yeah, so if I hit play, I should be able to catch one of these. Okay, we have a loop count exceeded maximum. That's one of the most famous errors in Playmaker. Game object compare tag can pick up false. Okay, there we go. Object 2 instead of object 1. Hopefully that should fix it. So now if I press E and if I press G, whoa, almost, and there. If I press G, I can throw this as well. If I press E on this one, shotgun. And if I press E on this one, where's this going? Whoa, okay. Sorry for that. This was the problem. Raycast from the main camera. So save and wait. We also need to do the same for this, and it's the same. Yeah. So I'm going to pick the pistol up and then I'll pick the shotgun up. Let's see what's wrong here. Direction is not given. There we go. Destroy component, no such component widget body. Okay, that's secondary, but we should fix this by giving it a direction. Destroy component object 2. Yeah, that's it. And this should be over there. It should disable the first gun and then add the second gun. So these actions are in a procedure. There we go. We have the two guns and the pistol is disabled right now, and we can switch. So for switching, we already have two guns, and then we should be able to change guns. So if I get key down, and that's going to be my tab key. Okay, let's just finish this state and come to this. Both guns equipped. Sorry, equipped. Yeah. If I press tab, then you can see that we just activated the second gun, which is OBJ2. So it should switch, and that would basically be some state right here. Activate game object. Which would say object 2 to be deactivated and object 1 to be activated. Yeah. And then I'll hit save. Or that wouldn't work. Yeah. Because we need to yes, that's another web right here. So I'll just say if I get another tab right here, I'll just go to switch, and the other state would contain the same, except for it would be reverse. Is that right? I go from here to there, and from here to here, here to there, and there we go. Yeah, hopefully this should work. So I equip the pistol, and there we go. If I press tab, I can have both of the guns. So it's good, and we should also try. So this one is second gun main, and this is first gun main. So this should also allow a throw transition for the second gun. Add component, add object 2, add force object 2, and we'll just stick this to 250 or something like that, because 500 is too much. And then we just edit this, save. We'll go back to this first state, because we had only no guns. So this would be going back to the transition. And then we have two guns right here. So it would enable object 1 and go back. Whoa, this is a complicated FSM, so I hope this shit works. If I press G, whoa, what just happened? Whoa, it just worked pretty fine. So that's basically how you deal with throwing, and it's working. So what we need to do again for the throw thing is that the first gun main should be similar to the second gun main. So get keydown G is basically going to some state like this. And then this should complete on object 1. Object 1, and there we go. This should go back to another state where it would activate the second object, and it would go back to the transition. Hopefully that should work. So if I press G, there we go, it's working pretty fine, except for this. because the shotgun is not the first object, so basically that is another thing to be fixed. So so we did the weapon switching thing, and that's what he asked: weapon switching and how to pick a weapon. Okay, so throwing was not what he asked, and throwing can be done in the same way that I did right now. So basically that's how we do it. Thanks for watching, and like and subscribe my videos for more updates. I'll see you in my next video. This is Games with Frank.